It's Labor Day weekend, and this is your Pacific Palisades real estate market update. I'm James Respondek with Rodeo Realty, and I've sold hundreds of homes to generations of Palisadians. Here is this week's important market activity. There is presently 71 active listings. That's down 5 listings from last week. So August is typically a little slower, so we're going to see a little influx of some new listings next month, I hope. Just listed in the Riviera, 694 Amalfi Drive, listed for $16.5 million. Now this is a 7,500 square foot house built in the 30s for an old Hollywood director. Okay, it's got a pedigree. The architects in those days designed such things as the El Capitan Theater, you know, the Wiltern Theater, the Adamson House. Cool design. So this has got some pedigree, and more recently it was owned in the 80s, that's kind of more recent, from the 30s, by the Captain and Tennille, and then this seller was related to a very big television producer. Fabulous grounds, 1.1 acre, amazing, like meadows and trees and tennis court and pool. I mean, this place is an estate. And I like the price at $16.5. The house is very charming, kind of storybook traditional. I hope they keep it because it'd be nice to keep some of that old, you know, traditional stuff. Just listed in the Village Bluffs, 557 Via de la Paz for $4,795,000. It's a 3,000 square foot house on a 5,500 square foot lot. Now this is a traditional, built in 2000, so it's in great shape, or somebody might want to give it some, you know, some of their own more updated touches, but it is a fabulous location. Just listed 14722 Oracle Place. Now this is up behind the village, so it's not really walkable, but you could, I guess it's kind of a hike at that point. For $3,750. Now this property has amazing views. You look down into the Santa Monica Bay, coastline, the city. It's got killer views. The house is really, frankly, a teardown. And it does have a little bit of geology there that I might want to have a close look at. However, I love these views, and it's pretty close to the village. Just sold on the Gold Coast. Now this is Palisades Beach Road, it's called. It's not Palisades, it's Santa Monica. 1022 Palisades Beach Road, a classic 1928 Spanish. It's been beautifully restored, and it's just sold for $13,400,000. It's 7,000 square feet on a 8,500 square foot lot, and right on the beach. So we don't have beachfront here, do we? Except for the Gold Coast down there on Palisades Beach Road. So I love it. Just sold in the Palisades Riviera, 1332 Pavia Place, sold for $11,328,000. This is 7,600 square foot, 2013 Spanish colonial, and I gotta say it's got some pretty cool design work inside. I liked this, very custom feeling. And it's sold, it's on a lot that's 13,400 square feet, and with really high detail. I actually thought this was a pretty good buy. Just sold 501 Via de la Paz in the Village Bluffs, 7,600 square feet. Whoa, it's a big one on an 8,200 square foot lot. That's a corner lot, brand spanker new, 3 levels, had all the stuff, you know, the usual kind of suspects. Selling for $9,550,000, and that was $1,256 a square foot, so not bad value. The house was great. It was all brand new. It didn't really excite me that much, but you know what? It's a lot of house, and when somebody starts to put in their cool stuff, it's going to look good. Just sold in the Highlands, 1562 Chastain Parkway. I actually sold this house a few years ago. This sold for $3,800 this time around, and it's almost 4,300 square feet in real nice shape, and it does have some views, so not a bad deal. Just sold in Castellamar, 275 Montegrigio, sold for $3,999,000, a 2,700 square foot, totally redone house on a 5,200 square foot lot. Pretty good value, pretty good value. All right, sold in the Highlands, 1445 Cuesta Linda. I did show this house as well. It showed very nicely. It was in great shape. And what I liked was it had this big circular window in the stairway as you went upstairs. That was kind of cool. And it had a nice pool and a view. Selling for $3.9 million. It came in at $993 a foot. Not a bad value. By the way, this is a nice little cul-de-sac street too. Just sold in the Marquez Knolls, 823 Enchanted Way. Are you feeling enchanted with this way? Sold for $3,550,000. The house was kind of humdrum, but the lot was nice and it did have views. And a lot of that land, let's see, almost 12,000 square feet. A lot of it was flat, although it was kind of terraced. Just sold in the Highlands, 17144 Avenida de Santa Ynez, selling for what? $27450. That's a super entry level price for a 3,000 square foot house. This was completely redone. Well, pretty redone, but it was started with a 1974, kind of like it was all about it in 1974. These days, I don't know, but still. It's not a bad value. I mean, $2,745. What is that? That's $900 a foot. Pretty good. And last but not least, check this out. 713 Hampton Place, sold in the Village Bluffs for $2,350,000. Holy cow! 931 square foot house on a cozy 2923 lot. Whew, what you got to pay to be close near the village, right? Coming in at $2,500 a foot. That's just the ante, I guess, folks, for getting in the Palisades and being near the village. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and if you're looking to find your perfect house, I look at more property than probably anyone in the Palisades and its surrounds. Or if you're thinking of selling, like I said, inventory is really low, so it's still a great time to sell. Call me. I'd love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.